I almost forgot that I had this channel. No, I didn't forget. Just been bogged down with life. But one of my pre-New Year's resolutions is to stay more consistent with the Single Fathers Network. And I think this is a perfect opportunity to start my inaugural episode right here. You see, I was driving the kids and I to Dallas Fort Worth to spend the holidays with my mom and my dad and my brothers and my family. All of a sudden, I'm driving, going about 80, 85 miles in my BMW. I say BMW as it's a sign of status and it's a nice car. It is a nice car, but it ain't like a 2020. Anyways, I'm driving and I hear a pop. It's like that. I hear and then my wheels start shaking and stuff like that. I kind of lost control of the car. Kids were screaming like it was some type of amusement ride, and it wasn't. And I'm like, crap. It begins to become difficult to steer the car. I get out on the side after drifting for about 3 feet and almost wrecking and tipping over. I look, and I'm like, the tires are okay. There's nothing wrong with the tires. I get back in the car. It's hard to steer. Like, I can't. The power steering has been eliminated. Pretend as if like we were driving in one of those movies, like a Star Wars movie, and then someone used an ion cannon and just disrupted my electrical systems. I just floating in space. That was kind of like what was going on, except I wasn't floating. I couldn't steer the car. Well, I could, but it took, let me back over here, increased effort because I didn't have power steering. I'm like, what is going on? And then the battery light came on. So guys, what do you think is going on? Battery lights on, car still driving, lights are still working, power steering gone. Well, if you guessed the timing belt ripped in pieces or got shredded or detached, you're correct. Timing belt snapped while I was going 87 miles an hour on a turn with my kids on the freeway. I was 30 miles away from Van Horn, so the car is running on alternator and battery, or however that goes. And I'm lucky that it lasted that long because, well, I literally replaced the battery and the alternator. I replaced both of them. I thought they would see the timing belt would be an issue, but no one caught it. It just snapped. I drove the car on dead power for about 30 minutes, made it to Van Horn, where I am now, and we are stranded. It is Thanksgiving, nobody's open, can't get no parts, and I get to spend my Thanksgiving with my kids in this place. A town right out of the movies. Just purgatory. So, my message to everybody, but as usual, as I always say, my primary audience, my message to my single fathers out there is, I learned this in the military, and I should have did it before I left. I should have performed a check, a check of everything. But more importantly, we need to have a pack in the trunk of your car for all types of events. And the pack is not to be touched. Inside of that pack, you want some water, you want some non-perishable foods, you want some extra clothes. What else do you want? I would add in a fragrance spray or some type of Lysol or spray to keep rooms fresh and stuff like that. An emergency set of sheets and blankets. What else? And some spare chargers for batteries and stuff like that. Because part 2 is going to be this place. There's my beautiful car. See, the car looks good from here. It is good. It's just, yeah, timing belt. So part 2 is going to be talking about my time at the Village Inn. Yeah, I'm telling you, it is straight out of the movies here. It's straight out of the movies here. In the middle of nowhere. In one of these weird hotels. But to be completely honest with you though, the receptionist at the hotel was very kind to me and my kids. And speaking of my kids, there they are. Running out the room. after I told them to stay in the room. We'll have part 2 right now. Let me go see what my little baby kids want. See? All right, I'm coming. Come over here.